Powerful Hurricane Dorian is slamming South Carolina this morning. I'm Mike Naso with the latest on Dorian. Here it is as of 11 a.m., 32.5 north, 79.1 west, winds still 110 miles an hour. The Air Force has been out there. It's definitely a little bit weaker than it was 12 hours ago when it was a Category 3, but still 100 plus mile per hour winds, a solid Category 2, very powerful hurricane, moving north-northeast now at 8. Remember 12 hours ago on the video it was moving north. So it has made that right-hand turn, but the eye is only about 50 miles east-southeast of Charleston, South Carolina. And with the large diameter of the eye, we're going to get the eye wall pretty much coming over the coastline. You can see hurricane force winds impinging. We've had very powerful winds in this storm so far. We've had a gust at a weather flow station at Winyah Bay, South Carolina, a wind gust to 76. Charleston International Airport just recorded 56 mile per hour gusts. This is all expected to move northeast as Dorian slides into the Carolinas, and overnight tonight into the morning tomorrow, we could actually see a landfall. Remember, we have areas like Cape Lookout and Bald Head Island. They kind of stick out on the coast there, so the eye may actually cross. In fact, if it gets too close to South Carolina, we could even see a landfall later today along the areas there of northern South Carolina, say Myrtle Beach, Georgetown area. There's the visible satellite imagery as the sun came up. A very powerful hurricane right offshore. And again, the diameter of the eye is large enough to where even if the center of the eye doesn't cross the coast and make a landfall, you're now getting into the thick of it right here along areas of Charleston. You know, this is South Carolina here. This is North Carolina up here. Bald Head Island pokes out. And so all of these areas have that onshore flow, the threat of flooding, the threat of surge, and the threat of severe weather big time. You can see the radar here. We do have those tornado warnings that, okay, no, that's not, that's New York. We don't want New York. Let's go back to, sorry guys, you're getting real-time updates. Is this where we're looking? Yeah, here we go. All right, this is the radar out of Charleston, and you can see we have had these tornado warnings popping up for areas of North Carolina with these bands that have been coming in. And the rainfall has been prolific, but we have had tornadoes. It looks like some serious ones, too. Emerald Isle, North Carolina here. That's to the west of Morehead City. You guys had a tornado, it looked like, around an RV park from what I saw on Twitter and Facebook. And we also had a pretty good one in North Myrtle Beach. So this, you know, you forget that hurricanes bring in severe weather. It's not just the threat with the coastal event, but you could have tornadoes inland. I've been keeping an eye on the warning page. We did have a tornado warning a couple of minutes ago as of 11 a.m. or so for Onslow County in eastern North Carolina and Duplin County. And this was located near Maple Hill, or 9 miles southwest of New River Station, moving northwest at 35. So it's moving that counterclockwise direction around the hurricane, but much quicker than the actual speed of the hurricane, and that was radar indicated rotation. So again, areas of North Carolina and South Carolina getting pummeled with severe weather. You can see the tornado watch box. That's through 7 p.m. tonight. Right there, Fayetteville, Hatteras, even areas of Wilmington here. You guys are getting into that tornado watch area as the eye of the hurricane makes that close approach right along the coastline. There's the radar out of, where's this, Newport, Morehead City, and you can see the eye, of course, Hurricane Dorian's eye, right there, very, very close to the coastline. Heavy, heavy weather, and these are those bands where that tornado warning was. You can see that moving around the hurricane. And again, the bands are moving at 35 miles an hour, but the speed of the hurricane is 8 miles an hour. So the severe weather will move in and out quicker, but you can have continuous severe weather with the slow motion of the hurricane. There's another look at the Charleston radar. What a beautiful storm. It's been around, it seems like forever, doesn't it? It's just been a very prolific hurricane. Historic hurricane. For hurricane nerds like me, Dorian is a memorable storm. and it will be for areas, obviously, of the Bahamas and the southeast coast as well. You can see the heaviest weather right now is just impinging on the South Carolina coastline right there. Those yellows showing up on radar echoes right in there. See that? Almost to the coast. So this is very dangerous, and don't be by the water if you're watching this update. Stay indoors in your shelter, listen to local officials, and avoid the bad weather. I've been keeping an eye on some of these tide stations. This is near Charleston at the Cooper River entrance. You can see it keeps track of the high tide and all that. And notice the maximum water level was during Hurricane Hugo, September 21st, 1989. That was a Category 4 hurricane. This is a Category 2. But I've been keeping an eye here, seeing how the gauges look. And we are getting some high water levels, but not anything dramatic yet. We have winds from the northwest, which is currently offshore of areas here of Charleston as the center passes you. But you can see gusty winds showing up here, and the pressure now 990 millibars has been steadily dropping, and we'll see how low it goes in areas of Charleston. So that'll do it this morning for the latest update on Hurricane Dorian. You can see their very powerful Category 2 hurricane closing in on the South Carolina coastline, as well as areas of North Carolina. A lot of heavy weather and severe weather. The tornado threat definitely growing in areas of eastern North Carolina this morning, and all of this is going to be moving towards the northeast, right towards the Carolina coastline over the next 12 hours. I'll see you next time with more on Dorian.